The FIFA World Cup has always been a stage for legends. But every tournament also creates something even more unforgettable, a team nobody saw coming. In 2002, South Korea stunned the world and reached the semifinals. In 2018, Croatia shocked football by fighting their way to the final. And in 2022, Morocco changed history by becoming the first African nation to reach the semifinals. These moments remind us that the World Cup is never predictable. Now, the 2026 tournament will be bigger than ever before. With 48 teams competing across North America, new opportunities will appear for rising nations. More matches mean more pressure, more chaos, and more chances for unexpected heroes. So which countries could become the next global surprise? Today, we explore 5 teams that could shock the entire football world in 2026. The 2026 World Cup will introduce the biggest format change in football history. For the first time, 48 national teams will compete instead of 32. This expansion completely changes tournament dynamics. Traditional powerhouses will face new opponents they rarely play against. Smaller football nations now have realistic pathways to advance beyond the group stage. Modern football development has also accelerated worldwide. Young players train in elite academies, study advanced tactics, and gain international experience earlier than ever. The gap between giants and underdogs continues to shrink every year. One organized team with confidence and momentum can suddenly eliminate a favorite. And when pressure rises in knockout football, reputation means nothing. This new format may create the most unpredictable World Cup in history. Morocco's incredible run in 2022 was not simply a miracle. It was proof that football power is shifting across the world. Their success came from tactical discipline, defensive organization, and absolute belief. They defeated some of the strongest football nations on the planet. What made their story powerful was preparation, not luck. Modern underdogs now study opponents using advanced analytics and global scouting networks. Players grow up competing in Europe's toughest leagues before representing their countries. Confidence replaces fear when these teams step onto the world stage. The next shocking nation will follow the same formula: structure, unity, and courage. Somewhere right now, a team is preparing quietly while the world focuses on traditional favorites. And in 2026, that hidden contender may finally reveal itself. Japan has quietly become one of the most disciplined and technically advanced teams in international football. Over the last decade, Japanese players have spread across Europe's top leagues, gaining experience against elite competition every week. Their style combines intelligent movement, rapid passing, and relentless pressing. Japan no longer enters tournaments just to participate. They arrive with clear tactical identity and fearless mentality. Recent victories against former world champions showed their growing confidence. The team's organization allows them to control matches even against physically stronger opponents. By 2026, many of their young stars will reach their peak years. If they maintain consistency under pressure, Japan could achieve its greatest World Cup performance ever. The question is no longer whether Japan can compete, but how far they can truly go. Hosting a World Cup changes everything for a national team. The United States will enter the 2026 tournament supported by massive home crowds and familiar environments. A new generation of American players has emerged, many competing in Europe's strongest leagues. These players bring tactical maturity, athletic intensity, and growing confidence. Football culture in the United States continues expanding rapidly, attracting investment and global attention. Home advantage often transforms good teams into dangerous contenders. Energy from supporters can shift momentum during decisive moments. Pressure will be enormous, but so will opportunity. If the United States combines talent with emotional control, they could reach stages never achieved before. For the first time, a deep World Cup run on home soil feels realistically possible. Morocco enters 2026 with something rare: belief earned through success. Their previous World Cup performance changed how opponents view them. Strong defensive structure and collective teamwork remain their greatest weapons. Many players compete at Europe's highest level, gaining valuable experience every season. The squad now understands how to handle global pressure and knockout intensity. Rather than surprising opponents, Morocco may arrive as a respected contender. Continuity in coaching and tactical identity gives them stability few teams possess. Experience from past victories can transform confidence into consistency. If they maintain discipline while improving attacking creativity, Morocco could go even further. The world may expect resistance from them, but not another historic breakthrough. Canada represents one of football's fastest rising national projects. A young and explosive generation has transformed expectations around the team. Speed, attacking courage, and fearless transitions define their style of play. Canadian players now compete across Europe and North America, gaining valuable international experience. Hosting part of the tournament will provide emotional momentum and strong crowd support. Youth brings energy, but also unpredictability, something dangerous in tournament football. If defensive organization improves before 2026, Canada could become extremely difficult to stop. Modern football rewards teams willing to attack with confidence. Canada's evolution shows how quickly a nation can rise in the global game. And under the right conditions, they could become the tournament's biggest surprise story. Senegal represents the growing strength of African football on the global stage. Combining physical power with technical intelligence, they challenge even elite nations. Many Senegalese players compete in Europe's top competitions, gaining experience at the highest level. The team blends experienced leaders with exciting young talent ready to prove themselves. African teams increasingly show tactical discipline alongside natural athleticism. Confidence continues growing after recent international successes across the continent. Tournament football rewards resilience, unity, and mental strength, qualities Senegal consistently demonstrates. The idea of an African team reaching a World Cup final no longer feels impossible. Senegal may carry the hopes of an entire continent into 2026. And if momentum builds, they could rewrite football history. Every World Cup reshapes football history in ways nobody predicts. Favorites fall, unknown players become legends, and new nations capture global imagination. The beauty of the tournament lies in uncertainty. Statistics, rankings, and expectations disappear once the knockout stage begins. Momentum becomes stronger than reputation. One inspired performance can change everything overnight. The teams we discussed today share ambition, preparation, and belief. Somewhere among them may stand the next great football story. When the world gathers in 2026, millions will expect traditional champions to dominate again. But history suggests something different. The next shock team may already be preparing to surprise us all. So which nation do you believe will shock the world in 2026? Will a rising underdog capture global attention, or will football's giants maintain control once again? The World Cup has always rewarded courage, unity, and belief. Every tournament creates new heroes and unforgettable moments. Your prediction might be the one that becomes history. Share your choice in the comments below and join the conversation with football fans around the world. If you enjoy deep football stories, tournament analysis, and the journey toward the 2026 World Cup, make sure to subscribe to World Cup Pulse. Because the road to football's biggest stage has only just begun.